Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Let's Talk Tri Delta podcast. I'm Mindy Tucker, Tri Delta's CEO from our Theta Kappa chapter at SMU. And today we're back in the TV room with these lovely ladies who I enjoy just chatting it up with on a regular basis. We're going to talk about what's going on with Tri Delta and some other hot takes as usual with this group. It'll be fun. Joining me, as always, in the TV room are co-hosts Avery Sadler Hill on the other coast from where I'm at, from our Mississippi chapter. And in the middle of the country, we've got Meredith Davies and from our Rhodes chapter and Lexi Leggs from our Millikin chapter. They're both coming at you from Dallas, and I'm in San Diego. So almost all of North America sort of covered here, but at least coast to coast and in the middle. We need to have a Canadian member on at one point to visit us. That would really expand us into the international realm, where we also have chapters. So, okay, it's almost the end of the school year. We have just come off of Collegiate Leadership Conference in Tri Delta, where we had more than 600 very energetic collegiate women in Dallas for a leadership conference. The 5 executive officers from every chapter came to learn leadership skills and understand better how to take on their new roles. And there's such energy every time we're there. I don't know about y'all, but I love it's one of my favorite weekends because I'm reminded how old I am, but also get energy from the young women that come who are so energetic about their new offices. But we had a really cool partnership while we were there. Meredith, I thought you might share with our listeners a little bit. We did something really different this year.
Yeah, we have some very exciting partnerships coming up, including a partnership with She's Birdie, a personal safety alarm company. So at CLC, all of our collegiate members and our facilitators all took home a She's Birdie personal safety alarm. They're very loud, very cute. They fit on your keys. They also have some other products that they shared with us as well. But more exciting things are coming because starting in September, our collegiate chapters will be able to order a custom birdie device that is just very subtly Tri-Delta, silver with gold stars and moons all over it. And they'll be able to order that for their chapter at wholesale price. So our chapter members will be getting this device for about $10 a piece instead of 35. So we're really committed to helping our chapters and our chapter members stay safe, and why not do it in style?
I love it. I love how that partners with, we're recording this during Sexual Assault Awareness Month. It may not be that same month when we air this, but I think reinforcing our commitment to make sure our women are safe and they're equipped. And there's so many facets of that, but one of them is actual physical safety. And if those devices help them feel more safe and stay safe while they're out and about, that's a good thing. I love that we have that partnership. So. We also raised a little bit of money for Tri Delta's foundation at CLC. Avery, you were manning the foundation table and giving away cute little hat pins. They were so cute.
Yes.
Why don't you talk a
Yes.
little bit about it?
It was so fun. I totally agree with what you said about the energy. This is no shade to past CLC attendees, but there was something different about this group this year. I feel like it was so positive. They were all so excited to be there. And on the foundation side, I really felt like they were grasping the concept of what Tri Delta's foundation actually does. Sometimes people don't realize that we support our sisters through donors who are our sisters, helping sisters, it's what we say. So it was so fun to get to talk to our collegians about our scholarships that we offer, even to tell them like, hey, other Tri-Deltas donated to support you this weekend to help fund our collegiate leadership conference. And they joined in, like you said, by donating $5 to get the cute little hat pin on a little stamp. It was so cute to wear on their lanyards to show that they were foundation donors. And they raised over $3,000 just that weekend by giving $5 a time. So it was wonderful to see our collegiate members buy into the foundation, just to have their eyes open to what we do. Obviously, we educate and we empower them, but we also give back and we want our sisters to feel that Delta love. So they jumped in with a smile and with a lot of excitement to help us do that.
Yeah, it was really great to see their enthusiasm. That pin is so popular. Every year we do a pin, and I feel
So
like it's
cute.
like the thing to go get each year. So, and it's good to, I think, teach them. Um, about what the foundation does, but also their place in it as they grow up and get careers and jobs and are able to give back. It's just, I think, such a nice introduction to what the foundation does and how much it supports our members. So glad that we were able to raise $3,000 in $5 increments. That's a ton. So um, we also have some exciting news on the extension front. Lexi, you were part of the team that went to Xavier University and brought it home, and now we get to go kick off their Greek community there. Talk a little bit about that for us.
Yeah, that was a really exciting time. I feel like March and April was definitely a theme of spreading Tri Delta's influence abroad. So,
Yeah.
super excited. Meredith was on that visit with us. So very great to be able to advocate for Tri Delta and share a little bit more on a campus where they don't have any Panhellenic chapters. So it was nice, kind of felt like a blank canvas. What would our footprint look like on a campus like this? I feel like we have some chapters at similar institutions to Xavier. But there's just something about this campus that really just gave me a feeling of like, okay, this is where we need to be. So happy that they felt like that was mutual. Meredith, I don't know if you have anything else to add. I really enjoyed that chapter visit though, or campus visit.
Yeah, and I loved the alumni support that we had there. We had a lovely evening with alumni the night before the extension presentation. Lexi and I, a little bit nervous, talking to all these women who live in Cincinnati. Some went to the University of Cincinnati, many went to other universities all over the country. They came, they wanted to learn more about what we were doing, and they were so supportive. And they all came to the presentation the next day. And every time I looked out into the crowd when I was feeling a little bit nervous, my sisters were there. And that just really made that experience really special for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
their
fun.
support was so sweet.
That's fun. Well, another new chapter in Tri Delta. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. Avery, you just got back from a trip.
I
Let's,
did.
let's talk
Yes.
let's talk travel. Let's just talk
Yeah,
travel. Somebody, I've
why
not been on
not?
a trip in a while. Tell me how great it was.
I seem to not be able to get enough, and it is exhausting. I love traveling. I don't know if I've talked about this. So my dad is a pilot, so I grew up traveling all the time. It was very convenient. It was really fun. And
Hold
then
on, hold
getting,
on, hold on.
oh,
I'm gonna interrupt you because your dad was so cute. You have to tell the story. Like
okay.
CLC, we all wear the same t-shirt on the last day, and then we all go to the
Yes.
airport and go home. So you see all of us at the airport, and it's so fun. Enter Avery's dad, who's a pilot.
Yes, I would actually love to share this because since we've been on this podcast enough and we're all friends, to share a personal side of this. My dad has been going through a tough past few months and actually hadn't been working for 4 months. And April, what was that? Thir 12th, that Sunday, was his first day back working. And I think
I did
it
not
was
know.
like just a perfect mood boost for him to get to see these Tri-Deltas. My mom and I are both Tri-Deltas, and I think it was like so happy to see him be happy on a day that I think was probably a little nerve-wracking for him, being back at work. But yes, he sent videos with the Tri-Deltas who he ran into in our staff chat. And so it was just really sweet for me to see like that positive,
You'd
truly,
never
I
know
think
it
I
was
said
going to
this
be
in
a
my
hard day.
message.
He was having the best time. He
Yes.
looked like he was
Yeah.
having so
Yes.
much fun finding them and taking selfies and sending them to you. I love
Yes.
that. So fun.
Yeah, I think the Delta love, I said this in the group message, but the Delta love was spreading across more than Tri-Deltas. He felt it in the airport. So it was so, and my dad is a stranger to none, so he made lots of friends.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. Okay, all right.
Yes.
Back to fun travel.
Yes, but I decided that after a week of working and a weekend of conference that I should go to Spain for 3 days to see my best friend who moved there for the year. She's doing an English teaching program in Madrid. So my there are three of us from high school who are all best friends. One of them, who still lives in Dallas, was like, "You have to go before she moves back." And I told her, "I don't think you understand how busy my travel schedule already is with work and all these other things." And she and my mom both said, "You're gonna regret not going." So I said, "Okay, I can do this for one weekend. I cannot take any more PTO than I already have this year because I also went to Thailand in February, like big family vacation." Yes, so I left Thursday. I got there Friday morning, and what did so good on the time change, took no naps, and I got back Monday
Wow.
last night at 9:30 p.m. and here I am, full working day. Yes. Yeah. Really exciting stuff. And it was really fun. It was just sweet to be with my friends and have that time and be in a cool city. And I actually did not speak Spanish at all, but to watch them speak Spanish like semi-fluently and talk to people there was pretty cool. So it was fun. Yeah. Anybody else have any fun trips? Mindy, you said no, but anybody else?
Mm.
I am going to go to Montana for the first time this summer.
Yes. So
Um,
fun.
quick trip before convention. We'll see how that works. But yeah, so that's I have these like small trips planned. Bourbon Trail in the fall, lots of football in my future, traveling around for that. So, which all is tracks. That's me. That's what I'm going to
Yeah.
travel. It's probably going to involve sports or something like that. So,
Are you going to an Ole Miss game in the fall?
Ole Miss, yes.
Yes.
So Avery is an Ole Miss grad. I have a future stepson who is a freshman this year at Ole Miss, and so I feel like once a year we are going to be at the Grove. So all of you Tri Deltas out there from Ole Miss, um, I will see you at the pregame, the pre-show. You call it
At
the
the in the
at
Grove.
Grove. Um, tailgating. I could not find the right word. Yeah. So it'll be fun. I'm sure I will be there at some point this fall.
Okay. Well, we'll have to coordinate. I'll see
Yeah.
you there.
Yes. Yes. I don't know. Anyone else traveling?
I've got a family trip in a couple weeks to California. My brother finally made it back to the United States after being stationed in Japan for a year and a half with the Navy, and he wants us to all meet him in California. So we're going to go out there and see him for a few days, and then I'll be back in California for my bachelorette Labor Day weekend.
There
That'll
you
be
go.
fun.
Yes.
California. Well, we're having a heat wave. I know that doesn't mean anything to anyone else in the world, because you are not allowed to complain about the weather in California, but we got no winters. So much so that I have one of my favorite things in the world is these purple trees. They're called jacaranda trees, and they only bloom in May and June when it's typically gloomy here before summer, and they're already blooming because it's been so warm. They think it's already time. So that's how crazy the weather's been. So, but it's okay. I needed the purple trees a little bit earlier this year. It made me happy. So
Mhm.
all good. All good. All right. Who's got another hot take on the world? AI, Lexi. I know you want to talk
I
about
feel
this.
like I have been dealing with this internal battle of whether AI is a friend or a foe. So would love to know y'all's thoughts. I know that people use it for school, they use it for work. There's a lot of issues around it regarding like the ethics, right? Obviously, the amount of water that's used, the placement of the plants. I'm not gonna lie, I use it every once in a while, not to learn new things, which is why I think I've justified it for myself. So I just use it to kind of make some things more efficient. And I'm just curious how we're feeling. Have we accepted it? I feel like in some places you also don't even have a choice but to use it. Like Google now. You Google and AI is the first answer that comes up. So
Yeah.
where are we at?
Everybody's like, oh, AI, I don't know what to do. You know what I like to do to AI? I like to, if I'm trying to prove myself right, I like to go in and ask the question from the other angle. So it gives me, because it'll self endorse. So it'll align with whatever you ask it. And so I ask it from the opposite end so that I know it's going to give me a contrary view so I can learn from that rather than having it reinforce what I'm coming in with. Little trick
Awesome.
I've learned.
That's smart.
I love that. I'm
Yeah.
writing that down.
So, because that's what I feel like that's me like outsmarting AI. Probably not, but that's what it feels like.
Could be.
My sister and brother-in-law say anytime you ask chat or Chad, whatever you call him, um, a question, you say, do not lie and cite your sources. And then it has to pull up where it found that information. And it's not, like you said, Mindy, just telling you what you want to hear. It's so spooky, though. My sister also, they're very well, I don't know if I should say they're very into AI. They know a lot about it. She has asked her chat, tell me everything you know about me. And oh, Meredith, didn't we do this? I told
Let's
you to
do
do that.
this.
I was too
Ugh, I
scared
don't
to
want to
do
know.
it.
I don't want to know.
No,
It
I don't
wasn't
either, but
it wasn't
Meredith did
bad.
it.
It wasn't
Only
Avery, you were there. It wasn't.
only publicly available information.
It was nothing
Thank
bad,
you.
and a lot of it was about my writing style and how I like how to write in my voice that I've trained chat on. I'm the same way with the efficiency things, Lexi. I'm in to speed up processes. Sometimes I'm like, would I like Claude? I think I'd like to switch to Claude. But I I try because again, I studied environmental studies right here on the wall. I try really hard to think about being a conscious AI user and, you know, global warming, the declining of our planet in general. It's a lot to handle, it's a lot to think about. There are a lot of corporations doing a lot of big things that hurt the planet. AI is one of the many really bad things that's hurting the planet. So little things that we can do at home, keep doing them. Do the things that, make you feel like you're making an impact. You don't like to use a plastic straw like me to save the turtles. It might not feel like that big of a thing, but that's one less straw in the ocean for a turtle to find. And I think finding your own way to feel connected to the environment and find a way to preserve it in a way that feels meaningful to you is important. But anything you can do to counteract what you're doing with AI, then I feel a little bit better about using it, but never great.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that. I just learned so many new tips and advice from that conversation alone. So I appreciate that. I will continue to use it sparingly for sure.
It's a good question though. Um, On to another good question that Meredith had, which is, what is the holy grail skincare product that you use?
Please tell me. I need to know. I'm working on my skin right now for my wedding, and I'm like, I'm going to the dermatologist in 2 weeks. I'm like, what? What do I do? Avery.
Well, I think the first question, there's no universal best thing for everyone. So the first question is, what skin type do you have? Do you have dry or oily skin?
Both.
Oh, you're in the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I maybe I am too. I don't know. I think maybe I lean towards more dry skin, but one thing that I love and I get from CVS is the Revlon Night Cream. It's so great. It's like $25, which is kind of like I don't like to spend money on makeup and skincare and all of that. So $25 is really the top of my budget for something like this. But I think it's so worth it. It is like a very thick cream to put on your face, and I swear I wake up and I feel so lovely in the morning. It's great.
Is it a retinol?
It is not. I should have it over here. So I wish I was more prepared. I would have done an
Add
advertisement for it. I think it's so great. I don't know. I can send you a picture of it. We'll link it in the show notes. I'll get an affiliate link.
I, first of all, like none, me talking about skincare with the three of you is like girls. Um, but I think we should ask our listeners to send us their hot tips on
Yes.
skincare. Like,
Please.
what is your go-to ride or die skin product? Especially those who are my age. Um, I feel like every day there's like five things that I see somewhere that I'm supposed to be doing and I can't keep up and I don't know if I'm doing the right things at the right times and it's so hard. I need simple. I need bare bones, simple. Um,
Yeah.
and sometimes I think with all the like am I wearing the red light mask? Is anyone wearing the red light mask? Is that a thing? Does it work? Are those
Okay.
people crazy? Are they just trying to rook me on my money? Like what is going on with the red light mask?
Okay. So I did not buy that because they're like $400, but I watch the Today Show almost every day, and they had it's like it's not like a gua sha. You'll know what a gua sha is. Like, Mindy, do you know what that is? Okay.
Not even close.
I should go pull all of this out right now and show you. But I
It could
got
be a
this,
separate
it's like
episode.
Avery's skincare stuff. I'm really, truly not a believer in skincare because I think you just are the way that you are and you were born beautiful and that's it. And some things I just think you can't change with a magic cream or whatnot. But I did get suckered into buying this red light like wand thing. And I don't think it does anything. So I don't know. I think it's all a mood booster. Like, buy this eye cream and whatever. And I think I've accepted like I just have dark under eyes, and that's just the way that I will be the rest of my life, and I need to accept it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm right there with y'all. I'm not that big into the skincare. I just discovered that I do like face masks though. The Loops brand from Target, definitely one of my faves. Definitely, I've gotten a lot of compliments on my skin after the fact of wearing them too. But
All right,
I would
that's going to
say I've
go in
been,
the chat notes too.
yes, that one, those have been my favorite. They're like $7 a mask, so definitely use them sparingly, but I really like them.
Okay.
I just
That's
got the
expensive.
Medicube pink PDRN masks because two of our managers in brand advancement are like, they know their stuff. They are young. They are so hip and cool, Sammy and Madeline. And like,
Yeah.
should I buy these? You're like, yes, they will change your skin. And I do think they're doing something for me. I feel very glowy, but I do think I need the professional support of a dermatologist to
Yeah.
figure all of this out with 7 months till my wedding.
Yeah.
Well, you have 7 months. I have one. And I just want to say you were talking about young and hip. I am not young and hip. And I am I've been married before and divorced, and this is my second wedding. And I see no need to do this the traditional way, and I'm upsetting so many people.
No.
It's very funny to me how invested other people are in the details of what you're doing and how you're doing it. And I just, Meredith and I have been comparing notes because we're both in the wedding planning mode, but she's needed a whole year to plan what she's planning. I got married, got engaged in January, and it's just going to happen May 30th. And it's not happening the traditional way in any way, shape, or form. My mom's upset because I'm not accepting gifts. I'm like, we probably have three toasters between us. I don't need another one. Gifts are not what we need. So it's been really interesting though to like do it differently um, and watch people's reaction to doing it differently.
Give
Um,
us, give the listeners like highlights, bullet points of what your wedding will be like. Paint us a picture.
so I think we decided this week we're doing cocktail hour first, and then we're having the ceremony, and then we're having dinner and dancing. So rocking the boat. Um, I'm not walking down the aisle because I don't want everybody staring at me for 10 minutes while I walk down the aisle. It's not 10 minutes, I know that. But I don't know. I'm not comfortable with everybody like staring at me at my age, like, oh, the beautiful young bride. I'm not the beautiful young bride. Like I will feel beautiful on my day, but it is, I don't know. It's just like I don't want to walk down the aisle. It's like a thing. Um, and like I think Avery, you and probably Carol and four or
Mhm.
five other people, like, well, then how are you gonna get there? How are you gonna come out?
Yeah.
And anyway, I've got it all sorted out. But um and I, of course, have been since then, I've been sending Avery funny videos of like people like
Mhm.
arriving in really ostentatious ways for their wedding. Because I am
The
not,
drop
I don't
down.
know. I'm very, and I'm trying to like, my fiance is very, like, he wants to do the like announcement in your big entrance and all that. And I'm going along with it. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. I'm just in a different place than the first time. And um, I'm not having a bridal party. Like, no one's standing up with us. It's my best friend's husband's going to marry us, and the two of us and family, everybody's there. But I don't know, it's just different. But
Wait, and tell everyone what you're wearing. It's so
oh,
cool.
my dress is blue, and
It's
I have
really
blue
cute.
cowboy boots. It's a very rustic location, barn reception. We're getting married outdoors in front of a mission. So cool. And yeah, I'm wearing boots and a blue dress that I'm really excited about. I feel beautiful in it, but it's not
Oh,
white.
it's so pretty. I love it.
It is.
Yeah.
It
So
should be what
anyway,
you
it's
want it
just
to
different.
be. That's what
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah.
I think that's important. And that is how I've approached it. But it's so interesting to me how many others have opinions and are invested in how I'm doing it or not doing it.
Mhm.
But I'm going to bring me, Tridelta spirit. I'm going to bring me, do it my way.
Love that.
Good.
Just like Meredith can do it her way.
Maybe, if I'm allowed. Never changes.
There's always people invested in your wedding. So it's all good though. All good. It's kind of it's exciting. It's an exciting time. There's a lot going on. That's fun. All right. Who's got another hot take they want to bring up?
Speaking of weddings, it's not really a wedding, but the Met Gala is coming up soon. So, yes, the first weekend of May is one of the only celebrity extravaganzas that I definitely tune in for. Like my entire For You page switches to all things Met Gala because the outfits are just so cool. And then I started thinking about the themes and how they come up with them. And I'm like, well, what theme would I choose if I was in charge of it? And I came up with cartoons. And I think it might just look like a glamorous Comic-Con, but still it could be really interesting. I was curious if y'all could choose a theme for the Met Gala, what theme would you choose?
So interesting. I do watch the Met Gala because there's always an F1. My son's favorite Formula One driver always goes, Lewis Hamilton.
Oh,
And
yes.
he always looks amazing. And um, but yeah, I always think I could never pull off anything at the Met Gala.
I don't
Uh,
know if I would want to. Some of the things look like they're holding on by a thread. Others look
yeah,
very glamorous and gorgeous, but some things I'm like, there's no way you can put that back on again. So, you know,
I just want
yes.
to find that level of confidence. That's how I feel watching all of them. Like if I could get that in here, I would be unstoppable. And I want it. But it's very impressive. I think
Yeah,
my theme would just be sparkles.
okay.
I know it would
Okay.
need a snappier name than that, but everyone would need to be in a metallic or a sparkle.
I like that.
I think it would be cool to do like a peacock theme, like the feathers and the colors and the like you could get a lot of crazy stuff out of that, I think.
Yeah.
That's cool. Not to get controversial, but you could get PETA brought into that, and that could be like a whole animal rights thing. I
These
honestly,
days,
No,
just about everything is controversial.
very true.
yeah, I honestly didn't know that the Met Gala had a theme until right now because the only time that I feel like I heard about that was the cat thing, right? Like, wasn't there like a cat
There's
thing
camp
and somebody
theme.
came in a cat thing? I don't know because things just don't look, nothing looks in unison to me literally at all. And so I think Meredith, like, I don't think you could limit people to just sparkles because that wouldn't be allowing them to be creative in their sparkly look. So I have no idea because I didn't even know that was happening already. I was not finding the common thread between the people there.
Oh, it's such a good point. The camp theme definitely is one that feels like that, where it's like, I don't know what camp is to this day. I still don't know. Everybody had their own interpretations. So I get that. I think that's kind of the interesting part about it is like seeing how the artists or the stylists and the celebrities interpret it and bring it to life. But good to know that not everybody knew there was a thing.
Yeah, literally no clue.
Oh gosh.
All right, Avery, you talked about committing to do less to do more.
Okay, I'm so excited to talk to you guys about this. So I decided that I was done paying for my gym membership. I won't call out what it is, even though I probably already talked about it before. But I live in Boston and everything's more expensive, including going there. And also in order to be have a happy, healthy budget in my family, I sacrificed so that Greg could go take guitar and drum lessons, which I think is valuable. And we have a full gym in our apartment. So I was like, this is an easy trade. It'll be fine. So I started doing at home Pilates with the Sculpt Society, which is only $30 a month. We need to get an affiliate link for this as well. It's only $30 a month and it's at home Pilates by Megan Roop. We'll have to tag her so she can promote our podcast and get us more listeners. But it's so fun. And I've always loved my little at-home workout trainers. I've done Nike Training Club before too. But Megan says commit to less so you can do more. And that means commit to a 10-minute workout if that means you are working out every day, or commit to
Yeah.
doing like a stretch so that way you're at least moving your body. You don't have to be putting this pressure on yourself of I need to be doing a 1 hour like drenched in sweat exercise every single day, because I think at least for me that can be very paralyzing if I'm laying in bed and I'm like, oh, I don't have the time to go to the gym for an hour, but I did have the time to go for like 30 minutes, and then I talk myself out of it because I think I need to do something really extravagant, but really I could go and modify, commit to doing less so that I can do more, and at least I did something. So I've been loving it. I literally did it this morning, my little Sculpt Society, and I told Meredith that we needed to call Megan Roop up and have her come to convention so that way she could do an on stage thing for everyone. I think it would be so fun. Everyone's in their Pilates there, and it's all modifiable too. Like she does a lot of prenatal pregnancy workouts also. So really like can can be for everyone. I love it.
I was wondering why you sent that to me this morning, and then I went and tried to look her up on my Tridelta, thinking she was a member. We might need to
I don't,
initiate
yeah.
her if she's not
I will
affiliated
say
with another group.
I don't think she's a member. Yeah, but that doesn't mean she can't be.
Right.
So we could get her in and it would be awesome. She's so cool.
You know, Sammy's going to be a Pilates instructor as well, so we can talk
Yes.
to her too about a
See?
Pilates class. We
Okay,
got
I
Pilates
love this.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's my hot girl summer is
Yeah,
committing
so
to it so I
I
can
like
do
the
more.
idea
So
of like, I think sometimes we do like, we feel like we have to do the whole thing because we're overachievers. Let's be honest, most of us. Um, we have high expectations and we think we have to do the whole thing when really, like, just one little step would be better than the nothing of now.
Mhm.
And we talk ourselves out of doing anything because we think we have to do the whole thing. So,
Okay, so to that point, my other instructor, Kirsty Godso from my Nike training club, which I did all during college, she would say, don't, and I'm misquoting this exactly, but something like, don't make excuses, make a way or make it possible. And instead of telling yourself why you can't do something, tell yourself how you can make it possible. Like, okay, I have an injury, so I can never do something with my
yeah.
leg. Okay, well, how can you like redo that to make something work for you and not miss it entirely, but get something out of it? So I try to have that mindset when exercising because I feel like it's more empowering. Like you can do more than what you think that you can, and don't be discouraged
Yeah.
by intense exercising.
Does anyone think mindset is like the secret to everything?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Like
Yes.
everything.
Hmm. I used to tell my students back when I was a teacher, way back when, that confidence was 75% of everything you did. That was working with high schoolers in a choir room, and they were just a little nervous to sing out. And half the time it was them telling themselves, like, I can't, and this is not for me. And so
Yeah.
that was kind of always my go-to is confidence is 75% of what you do, even if that's not actually true. Just the ability to tell yourself that you
Right.
can really
Yeah.
does make a difference. And I tried to instill that. But yeah, that mindset means a lot.
I wish
Yeah.
there was a, I wish AI did that, like shifted your mindset all day long for you, so you'd be in the right headspace. If only somebody could admit that.
Yeah.
Mindy,
But
I think you just need a good mood board on your desktop. I have the best mood board for my mindset shift. See, I just closed all my windows so I could read you some things that I look at every single day. Former varsity athlete, my relationship with exercise is
boy,
very different than anyone here. I wake up to win every day, including my morning workout. On here, I have self-discipline as a form of self-love, and I think that self-discipline can be the smallest thing. Getting up 5 minutes earlier to take care of yourself is a form of self-discipline, which is a form of self-love. I love that one. And then trust your intuition more than your anxiety. I have to look at that one a
Mhm.
lot, but that one helps me, I think a lot at work. I think that's where I struggle more with my mindset. Like my mindset and my like in wellness is pretty set. I'm not I'm making the workout happen. It's not even up for discussion. Avery's like, "Do we have to go? Can we not do that at 6:15 the day of CLC?" I'm like, "No, why wouldn't we go?" But then having that at work, I think is where shifting my mindset and making sure that I am putting myself in the best position to continue to move forward and make progress. When some things can be holding you back, that's That's where I find that helpful.
Okay, we're going to come back to the mood board in a subsequent episode. We're going to have a whole mood board discussion because A, I mean, it's not that I wouldn't know what it is, but I don't know that I've seen one, have one. Like vision board, yeah, but mood board, whole different concept. And so we're probably going to come back to that. There may be a demonstration. There may be sharing. So I'm just saying,
Okay, sure.
Show and tell.
maybe an assignment. Um,
I
just so you
like
know, just so you know. All right. Who else has? Well, I think we probably have time for one more hot take before we go. Meredith, I'm going to pick on you because you talked about
Okay.
intentionally spending time with your friends. And
Yes.
if you're
So,
doing less to do more, how does this, there's probably some connection there. I'm going to make a connection there.
so in the last few weeks, I have been on so many friend dates, and I was starting to feel like kind of like worn out from hanging out with my friends, which was not good. I'm like, this should be like a mood booster. This should be a good thing, and it is. But sometimes I'm like, well, I need to give this person half of my day, and we're going to go out to lunch, and then we're going to go to the mall, and then we're going to do all these other things. I need to call this person and talk to them, and I need to remember to text this person. And then I finish these activities, and I'm like, did I do anything with any kind of intention? Did I really ask them how they're doing? Did I like so then I get very bogged down like in my own head about like, did my friend leave this friend date feeling fulfilled, feeling like I'm a good friend to them? Something I think about a lot and have struggled with a lot in my 20s. So wondering if anyone has any tips or anything that they like to do with their friends that feels intentional.
Wow.
I feel like I can relate to that, and I think that we're just naturally don't haters don't come at me. I don't know why I feel like I'm famous enough that I have haters, but that we are just like naturally selfish people, and we're constantly thinking about um ourselves versus others. And I think that is a practice. Like, let's put that on the mood board. When I was working at a summer camp, which taught me more than like any other job I've ever had, we talked about having eyes for others. And that, like, just to say that and to remind myself, like, do I have eyes for others in this situation instead of looking at myself is a quick way to like check that.
Yeah.
But one thing that has been really hard for me living in Boston and I don't drive anymore is I don't talk to people on the phone as much because that's what I would do commuting to and from work, which I think is like a really simple way to put that into practice is talking to people on the phone in the car. I would do that all the time and now I don't. And so I have to be very intentional about, okay, when am I going to call my friend? And in Boston, it's freezing cold all the time, so it's not like I can go on a walk and be out for like hours talking on the phone. So I really have to try hard now to like, okay, I need to make a time to talk to my friend who I haven't talked to in a while, or just like send the text instead of keeping it in your brain. Like, let me just do it. And if I can't respond right away, like keeping that going at least a little bit. But I totally relate to that.
Avery, isn't one of your top five Clifton strengths includer? Is that your number one strength?
It's not my number one. I think it's like my number three or four.
That always stood out to me about you, and I think you give great friendship advice, and I think that part of that is that you have the includer strength.
Thank you. Thank you. That's so nice.
What about you, Lexi? How are you making the friend thing work?
Um, I have a friend group that I think has taught me a lot about healthy female friendships and actually just established about 2 years ago. We call ourselves the Girls Room. But one thing that I think that we do really well is that we're very attentive to each other's love languages, which I think we kind of talked about that at CLC of like loving people the way that they want to be loved rather than how we tend to love people the way that we want to see it. And like just recently, we celebrated a friend's birthday this past weekend, and the host it's one of her love languages is to host for everybody, but she also really likes to receive handwritten notes. And so I made a point to come home and write her a thank you note for everything that she does to always create a space for us to get together. And so I think it's really important to learn what those people like, what they love, what helps them feel appreciated and valued. And I think that in and of itself, just hearing them out shows that you're being intentional. And it's helped me to be a better friend for sure.
That's one of those skills, I think, marriage, friendship, kids, work, understanding how other people want to be loved and cared for is huge.
Hmm.
And being able to like put aside how you want. It's great when it works and it's the same. Like my son and my mom both love gifts and they're like two peas in a pod. But when you have an instance where it's something that doesn't match up with your natural way of showing it or doing it, still having the intention around making it happen for them in the way that is meaningful to them is so huge. And I think it transcends it's every relationship you have. That will be a piece of it, I think. I'm still not perfect at it. But at least I can talk about it in an educated fashion.
Same.
Nice.
But it is super important to understand that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so much to unpack here. I love all these topics. We could probably spend 3 or 4 more hours talking about. So I believe this is like end of summer. We're taking a break for a little bit. Our lovely listeners will hear from us again maybe in August when we are ready to come back and welcome all of our members back to campus. Any like parting summer words, summer plans, words of wisdom for our seniors who are all graduating and heading out into the world?
Update your email.
Yes. Get rid of that edu email, please.
Right. Please, please, please.
And just stay connected, honestly, just stay connected at a level that seems appropriate for you, right? Some of y'all might be burnt out from school or Tri Delta, but finding the level of involvement that still keeps you connected with Tri Delta, I think is going to be really key. And we'll find in different stages of your life, Tri Delta will be there for you. So figuring that out and staying connected is my biggest point of advice. I say that as somebody who is never disconnected, but here we are.
Yeah. Avery?
Y'all went really Tri-Delta-y, and I was just gonna say go outside because once you get a full-time job, you don't get summer anymore. So go outside and lay in the sun as long as you can because it's very hard to find that time once you're working. But also, yes, stay connected to Tri-Delta. Love that. Love that.
Here's what I'm going to say about Tri Delta. I think, and this is a great example of this. I think when you're in school and you have your 4 years or however long you're there, you think this is like the culmination of my experience. And it's amazing. And I still look back on that time fondly. Recently got to spend time with some sisters who I was in the chapter with. Um, and there is more to come. And you will be amazed at the kinds of friendships you will find with sisters of all ages in all kinds of places and places you're looking for them and places you're not. But even this group here, I am easily 20, 30 years older than these ladies here. And I adore each of them. And I think we have formed friendships and bonds that are unique and special. We work together, but it's deeper because we're sisters. And be open to that in your life because intergenerational relationships and making connections with Tri-Deltas will follow you the rest of your life. And it will be more amazing than you even could begin to understand at this point. So
Mhm.
congratulations to all of our seniors out there. We're so proud of you and ready to welcome you into alumnihood. All right. Well, this was fun. I'm sad that I won't see you in this space again until the summer, end of the summer. We hope everybody out there has a great end of your school year and an enjoyable and safe summer. We hope that you will pay attention to socials. Lots going on in Tri Delta. Stay tuned on the socials. Post there what you're up to, what you're doing, especially if you have not joined our Facebook Connections group yet. We hope that you will. Go on to Facebook and search Tri Delta Connections and you will find it and welcome you into a whole new world of connecting with Tri Deltas. So we hope you'll do that. I know some of you will be at convention in Denver in June. We're excited to see you there. But for now, that is our podcast. We hope you'll give us a 5-star rating on the podcast. And until we see you again, Delta Love. Bye, everybody.